With Kevin Lynch, Tom Hanneman back on a Timberwolves fast break. Following the Wolves' 119-94 win over the Bulls in Chicago, Minnesota sweeps this series, third time in 4 years. 25-point win, a wire-to-wire win, and it was directed by who else? Derrick Rose.
Well, no question. He was motivated in this game here tonight, got the team off to a good start, and let's face it, Chicago Bulls are not a good team. They've had a lot of stuff going on. Their head coach, Fred Hoiberg, gets fired. One of their assistants becomes the head coach, and there's almost a mutiny on this team. And injuries have been a big part of the reason that the Bulls have really struggled too, Tom. So lots going on in Chicago as far as that team. So Minnesota had to come out tonight, I think, and kind of set the tone early on, which Derrick Rose did. He was a big part of that. And, 24 points and 8 assists for Derrick. Good ball game.
Wolves have really struggled on the road this season, but the last 2 games, back-to-back wins in Oklahoma City and Illinois tonight. As you look at the final numbers afterwards, Coach Tibbs continued to rave about Derrick Rose.
Any player, particularly in Derrick's case where he's from Chicago, and of course, the time that he spent here, I think he'll always be associated with the city and the organization. So there's a lot of friends and family here for him. I think, as I said before, there's a great appreciation for what he did. You're the youngest MVP in history, and your team has the best record 2 years in a row. It says a lot about what he accomplished. And the big thing with Derrick is I think he's on his way again. And every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and I think his end is going to be great.
Derrick Rose far from finished. Back home Friday night for the Wolves to face the Atlanta Hawks. Then a return to the road starting Sunday in Miami. Monday night, New Year's Eve, it's on to New Orleans to battle Anthony Davis and the Pelicans. So the Atlanta Hawks come to town Friday, and the last time Atlanta was here, last March at Target Center, it was a record-setting night for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, exploded, over 50 points for Towns and 15 rebounds, and he dominated the game, Tom. Nobody on the Hawks along that front line can do much with Towns when he gets rolling. Another interesting part to that game against Atlanta is going to be Trae Young. I mean, we've seen some interesting rookies that have started off their NBA career really well. I mean, Doncic for Dallas, Ayton, we've seen him once with Phoenix. Bagley Jr. has played pretty well for Sacramento. Now we get a look at this young kid, the point guard that's got deep range, and some have kind of compared him to Steph Curry. I wouldn't go that far at this point, but I think he's got some talent and a chance to be a pretty good point guard in this league.
Wolves building some momentum at the end of 2018. Hope you'll join us Friday night at 6:30 for Wolves Live ahead of the Timberwolves battle with the Atlanta Hawks.